Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams, two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The Knights offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Knights are in the red zone now. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Looking to pass this time. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't make it in. Defense forces him out at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. The Sun Devils offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense.
Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, ASU.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game, they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position, but it works.
Yeah, they rolled the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Checks this down to the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Knights trying to cash in here in the red zone. And now the handoff. Ball's still out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And it's UCF in the lead, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. And the Sun Devils will send the punt team onto the field. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Get some space around the 30. Tackle, but first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Moving the receiver around pre-snap, and they'll try the jet sweep here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. You get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Handoff in a single back formation. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now here comes the bunch formation.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, But with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The pocket breaking down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The Sun Devils begin a new series here. 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. He's going to pull it down and run. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays.
And he scores. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Knights looking to run some tempo here. 2nd down, looking to throw it. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback.
Here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Sun Devils looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, ASU. This offense really clicking. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. You'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting him off. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. This time enough for 1 more play in the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. Great effort there to make something happen, but they bring him down, and that will wrap up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1 half away from crowning a national champion.
The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And the return starts from inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job on the kick return at that time. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll try the jet sweep here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Handoff to the single back. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Receiver in motion now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
A
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
They'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Knights come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw to his receiver. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's second down here. And here's the handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 15. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Knights hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And they'll run it with the draw play. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line. Really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that 2nd level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Looks left and finds his target there.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all...
Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10.
29 Philly. Let's go. Ready, go. Ready.
The back's got it. Finds room at the 30. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll feed the back again. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a short completion of the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Jukes to get free. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. The last thing you want to do here late in a tie game, they give the opposing offense some nice starting field position. Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Press coverage now from the secondary. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Comes up with the catch. Brought down at the 40, that'll be a 1st down. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
He shreds the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. QB decides to keep it here. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up.
Touchdown, ASU. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is
working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the defense able to hold them there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up 3rd down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
A really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Running play called on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. 1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The offense signals for timeout, 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
29
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's got it. Wow, a gutsy two-point conversion to claim the lead here in the final stages. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's caught from inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a timeout is called here with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape, and down he goes. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football.